I'm very, very bullish on an NFT team right now. So much so that I have a big announcement to make. No, not that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that too, but something else as well. Yo, it's cool times, gang to my cats, sup to all my ducks, it's your boy, the American Sniper, aka the Bradley Cooper of NFTs. And we're joined by TFG, one of the biggest influencers in the NFT space. And if you guys like and comment on this video, I'm actually giving away a bearx, which is worth like $700 right now. So just comment and like below. Make sure to watch the whole video. Okay guys, I'm with TFG. He is kind of the magic man when it comes to NFT project. Everything he touches has been turning to gold lately. This is why I wanted to have him on this YouTube channel, to not only have him tell us about some of the projects Chaintech Labs is working on, but TFG, we also have a pretty big announcement to share with everyone.
We do have a big announcement. First and foremost, thank you, Cool Times, having me on the channel. Been a big fan of your channel for quite some time. You always jump into projects, give good insight, do your due diligence. That's why I like you. And yeah, we do have a big announcement. Is that what you want to talk about first?
I think we have to. Let's not bury the lead. This is the alpha before the alpha.
So guys, big news. Cool Times has officially joined my team at Chaintech Labs. There he is. He's officially joined the Chaintech Labs team. Chaintech Labs owns a few projects. You've probably heard of a few of them. We own Babe's Clan. We acquired Apians back in May, and we acquired bearx about 3-4 weeks ago. So pretty successful projects, and Cool Times, a big reason why we hired him is because he's an NFT native. He's been in this space for quite some time. He's got a lot of connections. He's got a good following, good people. And for us at Chaintech Labs, a big thing was we've really got to start to reach the mainstream audience of NFTs. And, we have such a great business side. And once we can get that mainstream, following within our projects, I think we'll really be able to take off and everybody will see all the great things we're doing. So yeah, we're excited to have you, Cool Times.
So you guys might be wondering, why would you join the Chaintech Labs team? I always talk about, it's not about the horse, it's about the jockey of the horse when it comes to NFT projects. And honestly, TFG is one of the best builders in the NFT space right now. And the whole team he's put together, this is a stacked Avengers-like Web3 team. Got some big announcements coming, some other people who are joining, but the proof is in the pudding. I told people on this channel a couple weeks ago to get in on bearx, like 4% listed right now, over 3.32 floor price, and it's happened time and time again with his Chaintech Labs project. Babe's Clan Genesis over 3 ETH, Apians over 0.5 ETH. I mean, these are projects that have done very well, and they're also delivering real, tangible utility and value to their holders. And so I couldn't be happier to be a brand ambassador, be a part of the team, and help take this thing as far as we could take it. And it starts right here in Web3. So TFG, man, absolutely. I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, we should just run through some of the projects, the things we're building, just to get your following more accustomed to what we're doing and what we're all about here at Chaintech Labs. So I guess I'll just start off with like my background and the rest of the team. For those of you guys right now watching the video, go to babes.xyz. I'm sure he'll put it in the description or somewhere down in the comments. It shows our team at the bottom of the page. So just scroll down, you can see all the people I'm talking about. You can see their LinkedIn pages, their Twitters, right? Like we're all doxed in full. So myself, about a year ago, early October, I heard about NFTs from the gaming side. I'm a big gamer. I own an esports organization, one of the best in the world. We're the Apex Legends champions from 2021. We're the current European World of Warcraft champions, and we had the most players in the Fortnite World Cup. We've done like $1.3 million in prize earnings throughout our organization, our history. We've got over 2 million followers, etc. That's my background. Used to be pro YouTuber. I've accumulated over 500 million views on YouTube as the Fortnite guy. So that's where TFG comes from. Not many people in the space know that. So that was my background, right? I'm really good at marketing, getting people to follow, building influence, stuff like that. And when I saw a lot of gamers jump into the NFT space last year, making a lot of money shilling posts, like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for just making a single tweet, I was like, what? This is madness, right? Like, so I knew there was a lot of opportunity to join the space as an actual businessman with my team from Kungarna and everyone over there who built the company with me. And we teamed up with a guy named Elo, who is one of the main founders on Babe's Clan and Chaintech Labs. alongside myself, Mo, and Douglas, who are also founding partners on Babe's Clan and Chaintech Labs. And we started building the project in November, and we just knew with the type of money being thrown around the space, like if we could build a $25 million gaming company, we could easily build a $1 billion company here in the NFT space. And that's been our goal ever since, right? So we built it in November. We finally did the launch in February. Unfortunately, we faced some FUD early on, some of you may know about it. Some of you might be new to the space and not know, but FUD happens a lot, and unfortunately we faced some, but we still sold a decent amount of NFTs and enough for us to build out the project. And we'll say 2 months in, after we released our staking program, our floor price went from 0.3 all the way up to 2 Ethereum. People started saying, oh, wow, these guys know what they're doing, right? That's because of our business background. You guys can see all the ambassadors, all the founding partners, every single one of us has built a successful company in a different industry. Whether it's the entertainment industry, we have Larry Naber, who's the co-founder on Entertainment. For those of you who are American, that's a massive reality television network out here, multi-billion-dollar network. The Kardashians are on it, etc. So he built that. We have David Meltzer. He's built 2 different $100 million companies. Cam Jordan, he's made hundreds of millions of dollars through the NFL, superstar for the Saints, and the list goes on and on. You can go through all the ambassadors. We're a legit, real business doxed team. Like, you can find my house on the internet probably, right? And same with all those other guys. So we're not like hiding behind a screen. We're not one of those anonymous teams or anything like that. And we spent the last, year building something real. And when you're building a company, you always have to expand, right? Look at Apple, look at Microsoft, any of these big mega companies, they always acquire other companies. They always expand their products. They always build their reach and eliminate their competition. So we knew in this space that, hey, we don't want to just make one project. We want to have 20 projects that are all flourishing under our brand. If we can do that, we'll be the most dominant NFT company in the entire space and will likely be worth close to $1 billion, right? And currently we have around 5 projects. Every single one of them is way above the mint price. We'll start with Babe's Genesis 1. They're sitting at 3 ETH right now, minted at 0.3. Then we acquired Apians when they were sitting at 0.038 floor price. That's right, guys. They were worth like $40, right? You could literally buy an Apians NFT for $40. Now, the reason we acquired them is because their main founder, Paul, he was also a public docs person, 24-year-old from India. Good guy, good vision, working hard, doing AMAs, Twitter Spaces every single day. They just faced FUD, right? Just like Babe's Clan did. And unfortunately, he didn't have the team like we did to come back from the FUD. So I met up with him. He asked us for help. And I said, you know what, dude, let's just partner up. We'll take over Apians. We'll work with you hand in hand with your team. And we blew it up. We literally blew it up. We hit 1.4 ETH within, I think, 45 days. Right now, we're sitting at like 0.5 or 0.6 floor. And we're getting ready to launch their free airdrops, which is going to help put money in their pockets, which I guess going back to Babe's Clan Genesis 1, with our airdrops in May and June during the bear market, our holders made close to like $2.5 million in like real USD money in their pocket, right? Basically more money than they spent on minting our project was put in their pockets. And that doesn't count like the NFT assets. We've put like $40 to $50 million worth of NFT assets into our holders' pockets, and they've decided not to sell, right? Because they believe in the long-term vision of everything we're building is going to be worth multiple ETH each in the long run, right? That's what we all believe. And you'll be able to see it. I mean, you just have to look at our roadmaps, look at what we've built so far. And a good example of that is the next project we'll talk about, which is CubeX. We're building some incredible things. We have the app called Hubble, which is an NFT social media platform. It basically takes like Twitter, Discord aspects, OpenSea aspects, and like a rarity tools aspects, and puts it all together on one mobile app that you can access through Apple and through the Android Google Play Store. So anybody can get access to these. And guess what, right? When you have a platform like that and you have a community like we do, I'd say roughly 5 to 10,000 like solid people who follow us on a daily basis, believe in all of our projects, using that platform every single day, all of a sudden you have a good clump of like some of the most valuable NFT holders in the entire space. And Cool Times, you could attest to this too, right? You probably get DMs every day about people wanting you to help them sell out their project, wanting to pay you money, right? I mean, that's where all the shillers make their money, right? Instead, we don't make money doing that, right? We actually build stuff in this space. So with this app now, we've created a place where instead of these 100 people who DM me every single day wanting me to sell their project out and me ignoring them, I can now talk to them and say, hey, I actually have an NFT social media platform where we can feature your project, and our 5 to 10,000 NFT holders can look at your project and they can decide, because I trust my followers. We've educated them. We spent the last 8 months just educating every single day. None of them get scammed. None of them get hacked anymore. None of them fall for anything like that. None of them go and mint those awful free mint projects and lose their money or buy them off the floor, whatever it is, right? They're educated, they're smart. So I know that if they see a project that's featured on one of our apps, they're not just going to ape into it like a psychopath and then lose a bunch of money, because they know how to look at the roadmap, they know how to look at the team, they know how to judge whether or not that's a good project. We've taught them all of these things, right? So we can charge these projects now, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and possibly get a percentage of their mint if it's a good project. And guess where that money is going to go? We're going to take a portion of that money and put it it into a fund for Hubble, which is the app. That's what it's called. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's going to go into a fund where all of our stakers of the CubeX NFTs will be getting a portion based off of like to earn, post to earn, and share to earn mechanics on the social media platform. So if you hold the CubeX, you stake it, you download Hubble, you log in, you connect your MetaMask. Yeah, it has complete blockchain integration. It'll detect whether or not you're a staked holder. And then once you start liking, retweeting, posting, showing up the AMAs on the Hubble app, you'll gain more points on the leaderboard, which will give you more money that you get from the fund where we're making money, right? And I mean, again, Cool Times, you can test this. We could easily make hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions a year off of this, because there's so many projects that pump money out to anybody who could try to sell a project out for them, right?
Yeah, the only thing I'd say is I think the like to earn, share to earn, comment to earn, participate to earn model is truly groundbreaking and revolutionary. And when we started talking a little bit about working together, that was the thing that kind of stuck with me as being truly revolutionary. I think TFG and his Chaintech team is truly on the precipice of something revolutionary when we talk about, share to earn, social media to earn.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, just an amazing part of this project. But again, it's just a part. Another thing I could probably tee you up on, because that's just one part, and that would be a crazy utility just for one project. But you also have an amazing game being built for CubeX. We actually will show some of the paintballing, project versus project tournament footage that was shared a little bit earlier today in this video right now. But what can you tell us, from your gaming background, how awesome is this game going to be, man?
Everybody listening right now, once you're done watching this video, join our Twitter space, because we're announcing all this live on our Twitter space as this video is posted. So you guys can get a ton of alpha information. You can come up, ask us questions. Cool Time's going to be there. But we're going to be talking about this tomorrow as well, but I'll talk about it a little bit here too. I'm actually super excited for it because you mentioned the Hubble stuff being revolutionary. So is this. So what we're doing is we're building the first ever ecoverse video game within the space where multiple projects can come in and compete on it, right? Right now we're launching it with Apians, Babes Clan, and CubeX, all of the Chaintech Labs own projects. So if you hold one of those, you can quite literally log into our game, go into a waiting room, queue up, and play our paintball / capture the flag video game, which you've seen gameplay for. Now, we built that in just literally 14 days, what he's showing you right now. We're just 14 days in, and that's what we've created, right? Pretty insane, that alone. Now, it's going to release the beta within maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and the goal here is to go to other projects, and I'm sure some of you are sitting and holding on projects that have said in the past, or part of their roadmap was, hey, we're going to make a video game, right? And 6, 7, 8 months, 5 months later, nothing. Literally nothing, right? There's no trailer, no teaser, nothing, no gameplay. Now, guess what we're going to do? We're going to capitalize off of those, I won't call them incompetent founders, but you guys can call them whatever you want. We're going to capitalize off of it. We're going to go to them. We're going to say, hey, we understand the position you're in. You need to provide value to your holders. We can give you real utility right now, right? Like, we can literally give it to you. You can have a game that your holders can play on with your NFTs, right? And we're going to say, okay, but it's going to cost some money, right? It's not going to cost you hundreds of, if not millions of dollars to build the game like you said you would, right? But we're going to charge them a decent amount. We're going to integrate their NFTs into our video game, which will now allow their holders to come compete in our tournaments, which we're going to be hosting hundreds of thousands of dollars over the rest of the year in tournaments. Some of you might not know this. I didn't talk about it at the beginning. In my background in esports and gaming, I also own a company called BFC, which specializes in hosting tournaments and events. We've done over $1 million in prize pools in Fortnite, Valorant, and Apex Legends tournaments. Some of you might know people like Clicks, like Tfue, Tens from Valorant, Hal from Apex Legends, some of the biggest stars in all of gaming. They have played and streamed and competed in our tournaments almost every single week we hosted them, right? So we have immense experience in hosting big tournaments, and we're gonna bring this to the Web3 gaming and NFT industry now. So if you're holding onto a project that has promised a game or has a gaming side to it, tell them to DM me on Twitter. We can get them in our game, and you guys can play for hundreds of thousands of dollars in tournaments. And guess what? If you're a CubeX holder that is staked, you get a portion of the money that these projects spend to get integrated into our game. So it's just like Hubble, right? Let's say we make $1 million in the next year. A portion of that is going to go directly back to our stakeholders, right? It's a formula we've created and we've learned over the last year of being in NFTs. The number one way to build a project up, get a high floor, is to put money in your holders' pockets. If you can achieve that, you're going to be in a good spot. And not a lot of projects in this world have been able to do that, right? Like I said, we put $2.5 million of real money into our holders' pockets. That's why we have a 3 ETH floor. Literally, that's the main reason. Look at Yuga Labs, look at BAYC. You wonder why they have such a high floor? They have made their holders money, so they don't want to sell. We need to make our holders money so they don't want to sell. That is our whole goal, right? So we're not one of those founders holders who say, yeah, we want to make a bunch of money off of Mint, and then we just disappear. Or, oh yeah, we're going to make a project and then we're going to try to make money any way we can after the Mint as well and put it all in our pockets. No, we want to make you guys money, the holders. That is what you have to do in this space. So that's some information about the gaming stuff. You want to know more in depth, show up to the Twitter space.
I've been in a group chat for the last couple months with TFG himself, and I remember when he came in and rescued Apians, which again was selling for like 0.02, and he was in the group chat and he kept saying, guys, this is going to 1 ETH. This is going to 1 ETH. I faded. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't buy one, and it did get to 1 ETH. So you're definitely a prophet, giving you props for that. bearx seems to be on the road to 1 ETH. I currently think it's going to get to 1 ETH. Jamster thinks it's going to get to 1 ETH. A lot of people think it's going to get. What is the path? What does the next couple weeks look like for us to get to that 1 ETH floor for bearx?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been saying on the Discord, we definitely have a clear path. Like, everything is clear. We know how to get to 1 ETH. It definitely can happen. It more than likely will happen. I'm not going to promise anybody it will, of course, but you know, everything is falling in place. We have the new hires. We have the game that's going to be ready, hopefully in, like I said, 14 days. Next Friday, we want to launch staking, and we want to launch the Hubble app for beta, so people will be able to actually use it, and they'll be able to see these things are real, right? Like right now, sure, someone can watch and say, hey, okay, like they say they're building these things, but is it real? You know, I've seen people say they're building something and show like some teasers, and then it never happens. It's going to happen. And within the next 14 days, all of these things our holders will be able to test and play. And once they see that, that's going to, you know, snowball. People are going to realize, okay, this is real stuff. And again, just getting the word out, man. Getting the word out as we continue to, you know, like this video, I guarantee there's going to be at least maybe 10 to 30 people that are going to go buy a couple of our NFTs, right? That's one more step to get to where we need to be. Right now, we're sitting at a 0.38 floor. So we're not far along, right? 90% of our community isn't listed. And that's because they've held Apians, they've held Beap's Clan. They already know we're going to hit 1 ETH eventually. We haven't had a project ever under our team that hasn't hit 1 ETH, right? Never. It has never happened. So it's probably going to happen.
You're saying it's at 0.38 right now? I mean, that's great. Like last week, I think it was at 0.22. So this is already happening. And that snowball effect you were talking about is easily helped by the fact that there aren't many listings. So this thing, once it starts moving, it's like a snowball is only going to get bigger and bigger. But let's talk about the community real quick, because yeah, they don't list these NFTs whether it's an APN, whether it's their Beap's Clan Genesis. Why is this community so diamond-handed?
Yeah, it goes back to what I said earlier, right? We literally put 2.5 mil in their hands. Real money. Yeah. One of our holders, let me give a story about Cryptus Maximus. Anybody who joins our projects will get to know him. He was just a holder of our project. He's actually an ambassador now, like you are. We upgraded him because he was just our biggest whale and so loyal. He bought 70 Beap's Clan Genesis 1 NFTs when they were sitting around 0.3, 0.48 because he believed in us, right? Like all the stuff we were saying on our AMAs, our Twitter spaces, he believed in the team. He bought so many, right? Not a crazy rich guy, you know, he's got enough money to buy 70 NFTs. He's doing okay, right? But now think about it. That guy's NFTs at one point went from 0.3 all the way up to 10 Ethereum, right? That alone right there is, I can't even, it's got to be close to $1 million, right? Like 700 to 800 grand, right? But this was in March, in April when ETH was at like 3K. So it was even more back then, right? So that alone is incredible. Now let me tell you what he did next. We dropped the alpha that we were partnering up with Apians, and when they were literally going for 30, 40 bucks each, he went and bought 100 of them. He bought 100 of them under 0.1.
Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I?
Hey, now you know, right? So he bought 100 Apians, right? Under like $150 each. Most of them under like 70. And that went on to hit 1.4 ETH at one point. So they were going for about 2 grand each, right? So that there, another 200 grand in NFT assets, right? Bear in mind, he sold a few Apians, but he staked majority of them. He staked like 90 of them, right? So he hasn't like turned it all into liquid yet because he believes it. He truly thinks these things are all going to 20, 30 ETH each eventually, right? Like we all do. So that's like a $1.3 million in NFT assets he's gained from us. Then he got 100 PCs airdropped to him and 100 BGKs airdropped to him. Now, these were free airdrops from our staking program, and our BGKs at one point went up to 1 ETH. Now, BGK on Beap's Clan, it's a Beap's Genesis key. It's literally just a whitelist spot to all Beap's Clan future projects. So if you want to get a whitelist for all of our projects in the future, go buy a BGK. They're at like 0.3 right now, right? And yeah, one of our airdrops is sitting at 0.3, guys. Crazy alone right there, and it's just a fucking whitelist spot. Excuse my language. I don't know if you curse on this channel ever.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Okay, there we go. We got the sniper in the building. We always cuss out here. Okay, I love it. So those go for 0.3, right? And he got 100 of those for free. So there's another 100-ish grand right there. The PCs, same thing. They were going for like 0.7. This was just a whitelist spot for Gen 2, not all the other projects, just one whitelist spot. And they were selling for like 0.6 at one point. So there's another 300 grand, 200 grand he made. So we're up to like $2 million this guy's gotten in NFT assets, right? And then he minted, I don't know, 50 CubeXs for the cheapest mint price at 0.15. And now we're sitting at we're actually at 0.39 right now. I just refreshed it. We've been pumping pretty hard today. So, that's just a story about one of our whales, right? How much money he's been able to make off of what we're doing. That is the goal of our project. Put money and assets into our holders' pockets, and they will never sell. That is the epitome of our community, right? Because your question was about the community. When you do something like that for a person, they're going to be forever grateful, and they'll do whatever you want because they believe in you, right? If I tell these guys to go tweet or retweet or do whatever, dude, go check Twitter. You can look up hashtag analytics. Hashtag InCubeX we trust has been tweeted out over 100,000 times in just the last 7 days.
Mobilized community.
Madness, right? That's our community.
Real talk, guys, for a second. It's a testament to why I'm joining this team. I've never joined a team before. As you guys know who watch this channel, I don't promote trash. I am taking this step for the first time in my NFT influencer career because of stories like that, because of this community. And I have full faith that if you're a part of this community, you're going to see real value, real utility, and you're going to understand what it's like to have a great team behind you. What else, man? Anything else you want to throw in this video?
Yeah, bro. Just like you mentioned the team, bro. Like it's all about team and community. Those are the two most important things. If you could put a good team together, they can build a real community. And in the long run, these two together, look at Yuga, right? I can confidently say I don't think there's a single team in this space besides Yuga who's as well, background as us, who have good track records and who are building real shit in the space. I really don't think there is. And we're as public as it gets, right? Like all our faces are out there. We're all working extremely hard. Nobody matches up to, one thing we didn't mention, we're actually the only NFT project in the entire world who's partnered with a legitimate government. We're partnered with the Dubai International Financial Center and the Dubai Blockchain Center out in the UAE. So a big crypto, what's the right word? I call it the crypto capital of the world. You can literally go buy lunch with crypto out there, or a Lambo, or a mansion, or whatever the hell you want. So it's a great partnership to have. And one of our future drops is going to be literally in partnership with that. So pretty cool stuff right there.
That is insanely bullish considering we've seen Arabic ENS go crazy recently. We saw the Saudis. Certainly when you think of that type of money over there, them getting the NFT space along with Chaintech Labs, that might be alone worth getting in some of these projects if it wasn't just for the other stuff as well.
Yeah, one of our founders just moved to Dubai like last month because we're establishing everything out there. We're partnered with some legit people out there. We did, I don't know if anybody knows about MetaCon. It's a big event out in, it's like the NFT NYC of Dubai. We all went out there. I was out in Dubai in May. We had a big conference. We had a big showing there. We were the #1 project there by far. And the people we met, incredible. And when you have a team like ours, they're not used to seeing legit people like us, especially in like the crypto space. Everybody's shady, But when you get like a real team who's established an entity partnered with Dubai, these guys are going crazy for us. So we have so many amazing things going for us. We didn't even touch the surface. We'll end the video soon, and I'll end it with this. Join our Discords. Join the Babes Clan Discord. Join the Chaintech Labs Discord, CubeX, Apians. Read through every single tab. We have all of our documents. We have all of our decks, the staking stuff, the white papers, the team pages. If you want to learn, you can go learn. Go learn who we are. Go stay updated. Go stay active, and you will not regret it at all.
Don't fade this team like I did a couple months ago. Now I'm joining the team. Guys, if you're watching this video a day late, I hope we're recording the Twitter space. Make sure to go listen to the recording of the Twitter space. If you're watching it when this just came out, make sure to join it right now. TFG, thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming on.
Let's go, man. Thank you so much.
Let's go. Pew, pew. And that's the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to comment and like to have a chance to win a free CubeX. And if you think I've sold out, maybe you should buy in. Ever think about that? Smart asses, all the geniuses out there, the commenters, the trollers, buy in. Let's go. And as always, remember to say, gang, gang.